Hello, I am sitting here on the couch recovering from my second breast explant surgery. So 3 years ago I talked about on this channel getting my breast implants taken out, and I did that, and then like 2 years went by and I started having a bunch of health issues, and was doing like every test possible to try to rule out what was going on. So I had like extreme fatigue, brain fog, joint pain, started developing heart issues, vision changes, blurred vision, double vision, to the point where like before this last surgery I was starting to like hurt to walk. Had no energy for it, but also just hurt, like my feet hurt, my knees hurt, my hips hurt, my back hurt. Felt like I was like 100-year-old lady, and had aged like from being in my 40s to 100 in like 1 year. Anyway, so upon doing some research, I came across what is breast implant illness, and this is not related to eating disorder recovery at all, but just an update from that video 3 years ago when I had my explants out, or had my explant done. The surgeon that did it did not fully take out the whole capsule surrounding it, and that wreaked havoc on my system. And so part of the capsule is still left behind. That's essentially like the scar tissue wrapped around the implant. But over time, and for the years that I had my implant, the silicone like slowly kind of starts to bleed into the capsule. So if the capsule's not removed, then you have the silicone that's like migrating throughout your chest cavity, and in some cases throughout your whole body. So that was what I believe was causing my symptoms. I was tested for MS. I didn't have MS. ALS. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which I didn't really buy. I was told, oh, it's aging. Oh, you're in perimenopause. Like the list goes on and on. And oh, you have arthritis. I was like, I just don't feel like it's any of that stuff. So when I learned that I still had my capsules in, and you can see I'm totally wrapped up here, I was like, I'm not going to know until I get them out, and I have to just have a repeat explant surgery. Anyway, so not many surgeons will do a repeat explant surgery, so I had to fly out to Michigan to get it done, to have a repeat capsulotomy is what they call it, residual capsulotomy. So already I can take a deep breath. Even after I got my implants out, I still felt like I couldn't like fully expand my lungs and my rib cage. And after properly and fully getting everything out the day of surgery, I can remember getting back home to my hotel room, and I took a deep breath. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I can breathe again. Like I can actually fill my lungs. It almost felt like before surgery, like this last year, probably almost like I'd hyperventilate. Like I could not fill my chest cavity. It felt like I could not fully breathe. And then I had all kinds of heart tests done with an enlarged heart, and electrical issues, stuff popping up, all different kinds of things that just like nothing was making sense. So I feel so relieved to have it out. It was a week ago that I had it done, and now I have this basically a straight jacket on, you can see. And I have to have this on for 6 to 8 weeks, and I basically have had a mastectomy now at this point and have absolutely nothing left. But I'm so relieved to have it over with. And a lot of people with eating disorders, this is a blanket statement I get, but a lot of people with eating disorders have breast implants. People I've worked with, they're like, oh my gosh, I have them, or I want to get them. And now I'm like, I'm not switching my coaching business from eating disorders to like coaching people through breast implant illness. I'm not, but I feel like I know so much more about it now. And to be honest, I was skeptical. When I had mine in, I'd heard about it, and I was like, I don't really buy that. I feel like it's like kind of not a cop out, but I feel like it's just like a fake diagnosis. People are just like, oh, it's because of your breast implants. How could it actually make you that sick, is kind of how I felt. But then as I kept getting like negative test results back for things that doctors thought maybe could be causing this, and knowing that I still had them in, like parts of it in, I knew I had to do it just for peace of mind. And then everything that he took out, it was like he took videos of the surgery. Well, he didn't, but it was recorded, and the surgeon was amazing. So if you end up getting yours out, like please contact me and I'll tell you more about how I came upon the surgeon in Michigan. But literally amazing surgeon. And I told him, I'm like, I'm going to become an advocate for this. So people who are wanting to get theirs out, get it done right the first time so you don't have to do what I did, because that was like worst case scenario to have to go in and do it again. But I will say, like, he is so methodical, and he was so, it's like a very risky surgery because it's right on top of your lung, your heart, your ribs, like right, especially if yours were under the muscle, it's like right along all of that stuff, and most surgeons won't touch it. But this is like all he does in his practice is just this, and he was able to clean everything out. But it was so gross, like watching the surgery video and seeing how much was like adhered to my rib cage. No wonder I didn't feel like I could fully breathe. So far, I'm so pleased and so grateful that I can at least breathe normal again. But yes, that is, I'm not making this video to make an excuse why I have not been making videos, and I'm not making any promises moving forward that I'll be making a lot of videos. I am still coaching, but this last year has been rough for me, like physically and taking a toll on me mentally, just feeling so terrible for the last year, and frustrated too, just like, what the heck, man? Like, I fully recovered. I'm in a healthy body now, and I'm like doing all the things to take care of myself. Why is my body failing me? Why am I falling apart? And it was very frustrating for me. I did not resort back to my eating disorder, thankfully, but it was like a very humbling experience for me. It gave me a lot of empathy for just people in general who don't have good health and the struggles that they experience because of that. And so, yes, I am feeling it's only up from here. I'm getting my braces off soon, hopefully, and hopefully this is going to help a lot with a lot of the stuff that I've been dealing with in terms of symptoms go. And maybe, just maybe, I'll be making more videos. I don't know. I can't promise anything, but I am still coaching, and I'm even back to work this week with clients, and it's great, and all is good. But that was just an update from the Explant surgery video that I had done 3 years ago, that I was just sitting here waiting to call another client and was like, how can I advocate for this, or how can I bring more awareness to it? I'm like, well, I do have my channel that probably no one still is on or follows or listens to my videos, but I'll make a video about breast implant illness on here and things to avoid when you're looking to get yours out, ways that you might know that maybe you do have breast implant illness, and then how to actually find a surgeon that you're actually going to want to go to that's going to do it right the first time, so you don't go through what I went through. Anyways, okay, well, hope everyone's just crushing recovery, and I'm really excited for the holidays. I'm hoping, I can't move my arms for 6 to 8 weeks, and I can't lift anything more than a pound for 6 to 8 weeks. So I was just doing the math. I'm like, hopefully by the time like this comes off, it'll be right around the, like, my gosh, it'll be like Halloween time. Hopefully then I can start Christmas preparation and holiday stuff and all that. So all good things to look forward to. And I hope everyone's also, with the holidays coming up, not dreading them, but actually being excited, because they're going to be fully recovered by the holidays if they're not already. So work hard in your recovery, and literally like anything that you go through after you fully recovered will be manageable, not great. And I'm sure nothing that I would have wished upon me in this last year, but just imagining like things I've been through this last year with my health, and then on top of that, an eating disorder would have been, I can't even imagine how I would have tried to control that with my eating. Like, it would have been absolutely atrocious. And so I'm still, even though I wasn't having the best of health this last year, I'm still so grateful for recovery, and so grateful that at least that's not something that I'm having to deal with on top of all these other things. So please recover. And if you need help with it, please reach out. I'm always here. Okay. Have a good day. Bye.